think we started the way we expected. I mean, facing the opposition that we knew we're going to face in terms of organizations and the spaces that we are going to have. I think we did it quite all right in the beginning, finding the position of Mofokeng quite frequent and easy because of the behavior of their right wing back. We managed to find really in good positions and creating dangerous situations. Due to that, we got the lead, but then I don't know, we just slowed down too much. Only Rele was insisting in the movements behind the line. They were defending in a medium block, quite passive, but still there were spaces to thread behind. But we didn't find the same continuity in the right side with Karim and with Monjane. We tried to change that situation in the second half because in the first half Monjane was all the time the player free as well in the right. We introduced Kalu there, Kapinga, to have one more player in intermediate and try to find Tabiso higher, but we didn't have I cannot say why, but because I don't know, not because I don't want. We didn't have the proper pace today. We were extremely slow, inviting the problems. It was clear that what happened with the opponent goal could easily happen, because actually they have that space free for a long period in the second half, and it happens 1-1. Then suddenly we recover the interest in the game. We start to attack again. We generate more in the last 8, 10, 12 minutes of the match than probably in the rest of the minutes that we played. But today was not enough. We played 20 minutes. The games are much longer than that, and I think it was a fair result.
We're now open for questions from the floor. Are there any questions? Any questions?
Thank you. Coach Riveiro from SABC. When you score that early in the game, and previously you've also spoken about a matter of killing off the match, would you say you say it's a fair result, but you would say it's also 2 points drop that could have been avoided?
Yeah, obviously, yes. It goes without saying. We play in home. We are Orlando Pirates. Do you want me to answer? Yeah, the result is fair because there's an opponent in front and they are working for the result. I have to respect that. It's not only because we were a disaster today. There was an opponent, well organized, they were looking for their chances. They have one shot on target, one goal. It's 1-1, this is a scoring game. So who am I to say that is not fair?
Coach, would you say that the team found it difficult breaking, the deep block that was applied by Cape Town Spurs in tonight's game?
Yeah, well, like I said, they didn't even change after we scored. Usually teams used to be a little bit more open. I think they were keeping the same approach almost the whole game, and it's difficult to have the initiative all the time. We were allowed to stay on the ball with our center backs, but we couldn't introduce the ball inside their structure. We were every time going sideways or with long diagonals to Rile or sideways to Tabiso, and not really finding the extra pass in intermediate positions to try to generate the next advantage. So we were, like I said, extremely conservative today. We were not brave in our build-up. It's not easy because, like I said, they were well organized. They occupied the spaces very well, but we need to try much more if we want to have more more and more clear opportunities. So yeah, it was difficult. Like, it will always be difficult. It will never be easy. We cannot say only that it's difficult when we don't get the result. It used to be always difficult, but today is 1-1.
Hi, Coach. Just to follow up on the question from Prince and your answer, would you like some more variety from your team? There were lots of passes and mid passes, but maybe not enough crosses for the big men up front there. Would you like them to switch things up a little bit and maybe play sometimes to the strengths of the target man?
No, we are not a team who based our attacks, our hopes in attack to put crosses. Is a situation that you use during the game because the opponent is low. Sometimes you need to open spaces, but we always try that those crosses or cutbacks are coming from the maximum depth and from the internal corridors, not from the side. So we don't used to play like that. Sometimes can work, but it's not something that we really look for. We're trying to build and generate situations with more advantage, like in the goal that we score. And we need to insist much more. I think we managed to find Mabasa a couple of times in the box in good positions as well. One of them was very close to be a goal in the first half. Another one from Ino in the second half that was about maybe 10 centimeters to catch the ball. And we need to just insist, generate much more. Like I said, in the first half I think we should have used the momentum after the goal to put more pressure in the opponent, but we allowed them to survive, to be alive, to go to the halftime feeling that still possible. And in the second half there was a moment that they also got the control, in my opinion, and we were not in our best today. But it's not only in what we do in attack. Also, I think today we were not competitive enough in the defensive phase, in the duels, in the second actions. If you think about the times that we ran in disadvantage with our centre backs in the edge, collecting one yellow in the first half, it's not by chance. So it's not only what we do when we attack; it's also what we do when we are not on the ball. And today we were not at the level that we are demanding and we require. So we have to be critical with ourselves and understand that today we didn't compete the way that this team must compete each and every game. It's so simple.
Good evening, Coach. Championship teams usually are built on tenacity, being strong at home, and also a sustained run of wins in phases.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that your team has struggled to do. How frustrating is this thing that these guys can't? I mean, maybe in a block of 5, you can win 4 and at least 1. Or you are not consistent enough. How frustrating is this?
No, frustrating. I mean, it can happen. If you have a look right now, we also playing quite a lot of young players, making. Some of them even making the first steps in the league and playing for Pirates. I have to check today, but last time we played in Polokwane, our average age in the Star 11 was 25.5, which is quite low. It's one of the lowest. And today, again, we repeat more or less the same Star 11. We have a lot of players getting that experience, learning and understanding how to behave in the different scenarios that you are facing in the game in order to get that consistency. We need to be much more mature. In the last 4 games, in 3 of them we managed to get the lead and not getting the total points. Stellenbosch, Super Sport, and today. So it's something that needs to change if we want to have that consistency. We're doing the things well in the beginning of the games. We managed to get the lead. We are doing a good job, all of us, all of them, analyzing and trying to find the solutions to go ahead. But then there's some certain moments in the games, like I said many times, there's 2, 3, 4 games always inside the game. It's never the same game during the 90 minutes, and you need to beat your opponent in all of those games, in all of those periods. And there's a period that we need to do much better, and for me is the moment that you get the lead. You need to close the games in that moment and not make the opponent feel that they can go here to the halftime or after 60 minutes and feel that they're still alive here in Orlando, especially when we play home. But will come, like I said, it's something that the only way that you can get mature is with experiences, is not talking about it, or they need to experience, they need to feel it, the pain like they are feeling today, I'm sure, and from that experience learn and be a better player and be a better team, all of us.
Good evening, Coach Karawa from Supersport.
Good evening.
Coach, I think you've already spoken about the frustrations of the result, and quite rightly so. I think, the target of Pirates might be wanting to play in the Champions League, but after such a frustrating night, what is it that you say to the players? Do you just, keep quiet, let them deal with the pain themselves? And what exactly is the message after such a disappointing, result for you and, of course, the club? Now, obviously, I cannot tell you the message in the locker room. It belongs to the privacy of the team, and you can imagine that we had better nights than today. Nobody's happy, nobody's comfortable with, not with the result, it's more with the performance, because sometimes, well, the opponent can be better than you, and this is a sport, this is competition, and you accept it. But it's about the level that we performed tonight is not acceptable, and we know it, I know it, I'm the first responsible. If the team is not performing, there's a coach, and it must be something it's in my responsibility. And we all know, and we will regroup tomorrow. We have only 2 days before the next match. Is a game very important for us and for all the Buccaneers, and we need to make sure that we are in our best version on Saturday.
Final 2 questions.
Thanks, Chief. Coach, earlier you mentioned that it was a fair result. From where you were standing, in your opinion, do you think the officiating was also fair?
The officiating, the referee? Wow. I don't think this is the space to analyze the referee performance. I've never seen the referee training with us during the week. He's not part of our team. I can only speak about my team and not putting excuses about some other elements around, because tomorrow the referee is not coming to the training, he's not going to be with us on Friday, he's not going to camp with us. So it's something that we cannot control.
Final question.
Hi, Coach. I just want to find out, today Mofokeng was a notable absentee from your team. Was it just resting him, or could it be that maybe has sustained a knock from the training?
No, he got a decent knock against Polokwane City. In the beginning we thought that it's not going to be so relevant, but he couldn't make it to be in this game, and it's a question mark also for Saturday. So no, nobody was resting. Subs that we made today were almost all of them forced. Olisa suspended, and Evidence was not able to be in this game.